Streamception. Okay, I'll turn off that screen region. Sorry about that. Lost spectator. Bam. There we go. So, Gandair, get us started here, dude.
Alright, I got my actual notepad with me this time. On the bottom end of the map, we have the Rioters. We have Rival, who is an NOC tech playing as Irelia. We have ricklessabandon, who is QA for champs and skins. I'm pretty sure the QA stands for quality assurance.
Yep.
Is playing as Cassiopeia. Bok, who's player support. He is playing as Hecarim. Bok's playing as Kayle, excuse me. WhattayaBrian, who is an engineer, is playing as Hecarim, and Repetoir, who is a game analyst, is playing as Kayle. For Caster's Day, I'm Gandair, and with me is...
FourCourtJester all night long. No, not really. Not at all. Not whatsoever. But yeah, we are into game number 2. It does look like it didn't crash, but yeah, that was quite the epic server malfunction. Glad that we had RiotRival on the case. He gave me a message. He's like, "To be right back, gonna fix this so we can resume our games." So good on him. That's the happiness of having riders at your side. But we got FeedSki, Nekrogen, Elalya, inFe, and Sauron. Their champions were all picked by the Rioters. So if you do see a little bit of a weirdness in the meta, don't worry. They didn't choose those champions. There's no shift here. It is a show match. The Dominate Dominion Tournament number 5 will be starting after these show matches. But for now, just see how Riot can fare at their own game.
In game 1, which we may or may not have a VOD for because there was the servers crashed for that.
I'm not VODing that. I am not VODing that.
Well, no, I just mean, I think we can get it from a Nekrogen stream, like link it.
His point of view.
Yeah. It came down to about like a 20-point margin at the end in favor of the Dominion team. So these games have been pretty close so far, and we'll see if that trend continues.
Yeah, we came in, it was like 300 to 150 for the Dominate Dominion crew. But then, a lot of that AP, they were running a 5 AP game because that is what the Rioters said. So, they stacked up a lot of the magic resist, finally kicked in mid to late game, and it did come down to, I think, 28-0. So, pretty interesting stuff. We're going to have to see if we can get the kill on Brian, and oh my goodness, did he ever drop.
Yep, he was got caught by Volibear there on the way up. We got Bok coming into the fight now. Gets the kill on Cho'Gath. ricklessabandon now being the focus target, being chased out of the fight and picked off by the FeedSki. FeedSki and Bok now duking it out while Elalya captures the tower. And I don't have a lot of experience with Varus, so I have no idea how this fight's going to go. It looks like Akali is going to have to retreat. Bok heading to the health row, picks it up just in time, stealths right on out of there. Rival shows up and starts putting the hurt on FeedSki. And Bok looks like he's going to go ahead and back out.
Yeah, Bok came pretty close to dying there, but he did use the Shroud after picking up the health, so good on him. He knew exactly, what he could do. But Varus, man, even up close, was just handing her a silver platter of death. And now it does look like ricklessabandon going 2-on-1. Sauron and Elalya. Elalya should be able to clean that up with a Q. Come on, Q! Okay, auto attack, that's fine. Either way, kill now done. Revives are actually all done. Garen grabbing that double. Sauron running for his life. WhattayaBrian is back up here, but it is going to be glue. As that's 2 pony kills now, and it does look like this top point will go to the Dominate Dominion crew.
The top point looking very, very secure at the moment. Bok, the only Rioter currently active on the map. At the bottom lane, inFe and Repetoir seem to be fairly even right now. inFe getting the creep wave built up a little bit right there, and keeps that up. He's going to have a... Oh, we got FeedSki down here now, looking to make a move on Repetoir. Misses the skill shot. inFe gets the slow there, and Repetoir is going to go ahead and run right on back to the tower.
Yeah, he's not safe at that tower. Bam! Level 6 comes out for Caitlyn, just enough to get that ultimate off for Repetoir, just having enough hit points to get on back to base. It does look like ricklessabandon is going to take over for now, but it is a 2-on-1 situation. But up top, Volibear is going to be dropping, and Elalya now has to go 3 versus 1. Out comes the Garrison. Elalya is getting pretty low, and she will drop, but he will be taking Hecarim with him. Here comes Akali, Bok on that Shroud, but he gets chomped! That's an ultimate from Sauron. Om nom nom nom.
Yep, stealth there, mostly for the armor and MR likely because you do get revealed underneath a tower, but even with that increased defense was not able to keep Cho'Gath from putting her down. Rival now getting caught by Nekrogen in the jungle here and getting pursued back to tower. Big creep wave getting pushed up to that right now. It'd be very interesting to see if Dominion team makes a move on that. Sauron right behind there with Cho'Gath cleaning up those minions. Looks like he's getting ready to make a push, and nope, WhattayaBrian and Bok come up and chase him away.
Yeah, we do have 4 of the Dominate crew now over at the drill. Bok is the only defender with any kind of real hit points. I mean, Hecarim is 0 and 3. He's pretty much glass at this point. And RiotRival is going to be taking a big sword to the face. Elalya will be able to finish him off with the help of Varus. Feedski now has to run away from Bok, but Bok will be easily taken out of this. Or will he? Good shroud.
Stealth, pretty good thing to have. Varus getting killed right there, and Bok and WhattayaBrian going to go ahead and move down around the bottom end of that, not wanting to get any more from them, and engaging on the Sauron now. Sauron getting taken out, and yeah, that's a 2-for-1 exchange there. And Rickless now chasing Elalya down, and Garen's really, really fast getting away. But is it going to be enough to defend that tower? I don't think so.
120 hit points, 130. His passive's now kicking in, gets himself a little bit of health. That should help him out. Can he go head-to-head up against ricklessabandon, or is he just going to be playing interference? Oh, Elalya, I shouldn't call him because Elalya's a her, but Elalya just trying to play, stay away from my point, is going to get chased off by Rival with that ultimate. Yeah, there's no getting out of that one. So for Elalya, they are going to lose this top point.
Yep. And looks like Sauron's going to go ahead and interrupt. The minions are going to finish up that capture. Nekrogen now chasing Rickless, backing off again. A little bit of jousting, a little bit of back and forth action here as the Dominion team decides which is going to be the best way to engage this fight, or if they want to engage this fight. Feedski with the poke on Varus there, throwing a couple shots into that tower, and Cassiopeia countering with the same. Just a little bit of back and forth, very, very tense moment. We got Bok in the jungle down here below. Bok with the Storm Shield. Looking for a place to make a move, and both teams now kind of looking to get themselves together and find a place where they can make some action happen.
Kayle making her way all the way to the bottom because there's a Kayle down there. Nekrogen going to be trying to jump on him with Volibear. Does not seem to get any flip over. Is going to be using the electric, but it cannot stay in range. So Nekrogen with that pretty useless ultimate. Kayle going 2-on-1, playing interference against Sauron and Elalya, but now Elalya is going to be here in full force. Can we get the kill onto Bok? Because we do have that Storm Shield. It's now down, and this is not going to be looking good for ricklessabandon. Gets silenced and knocked up, and down they go. So 3 Rioters drop. Hecarim playing Shepherd, I guess, with that creep wave, and it does look like Rival went straight for Factory as soon as they realized there's no one here.
Yep. With 5 down there at the bottom and Rickless sandwich being made down there, RiotRival moves on over to the side and goes ahead and captures that point. But at the same time, the Dominion team, seeing that exact same opening on the other end of the map, move over there to neutral that point. And
yeah, it was a good move.
We got WhattayaBrian now come over here to defend. Feedski getting caught in the middle of everything he doesn't want to be caught in right there. Him and Nekrogen going down very, very quickly to the Riot team. And now Elalya's Garen up at the top of the map is going to have to get the cap on that, or she's going to have to deal with Rioters coming in from behind. And there it is, Hecarim right there engaging on him. And we got an Exhaust goes down also. And Garen not long for this world with a Cassiopeia ult there too. And it looks like the Rioters are going to secure the windmill.
Who had the exhaust? Was Hecarim's exhaust. Okay. Yeah, that ultimate from ricklessabandon was sealed the deal right there. Rival doing a good job defending, but he is going up against Sauron. Sauron does have that true damage chomp, so to speak. But here comes Nekrogen and Feedski. That is not going to be good for Irelia, and she will be dropping. There we go. So we will be able to claim at this point back. Score 423 to 313 here for the Rioters. They're a little bit behind. inFe has successfully been able to defend that cap in the bottom for a good while now.
Ricklessabandon, another Rickless sandwich over here between Feedski and Nekrogen as they come up and make a move for the top point. Repetoir seeing Feedski looking to make a move right there. There we go. We got the slow going down there. Immediately takes him down. Turns around, turns his focus to Nekrogen, but Nekrogen runs on out of there. Kayle with a chase. Nope. Going to go ahead and turn around and head back to the top point there. And WhattayaBrian is able to secure the bottom.
Yeah, so we do have 3 points back in the Rioters' favor. Sauron with the silence is not going to be able to hit Repetoir, but he is going to hit him with that knock-up, so that will delay him a little bit. Here comes the range. Sauron now going to try to go toe-to-toe with Repetoir, but I would say Repetoir has a little bit of a huge advantage. that true damage chomp, man. That true damage chomp.
And we had Rival over here duking it out with Elalya for a little while on a 1v1, and Elalya's Garen did manage to clean that up, but shortly thereafter, Rickless and WhattayaBrian showed up to put Garen down, and now Feedski is up here. He has to defend Windmill by himself, lands that skill shot very, very well on them there, and he's doing a good job of delaying, but how long is he going to be able to do it before they dive? WhattayaBrian with the dive right there, goes right in on FeedSki. Rickless throwing in some damage too, and FeedSki's going to go down, and is Cho'Gath going to be able to get here in time? And he is able to interrupt that point. Sorry, I had to breathe, man. And he's able to get that airborne off on Hecarim and able to put him down for the count. But now Sauron up at the neutral windmill between Rickless and Rival. Rival dashes him slow there. And Sauron, oh no, Cassiopeia is going to buy her a little bit more time before she is taken out. Now Rival in between Elalya and Nekrogen here, not a good place to be. Repetoir up here as well now. We see that AoE damage from that, doing a little bit of job there, but now as they split apart from each other, helps to mitigate some of that splash damage. Repetoir getting the bad end of the stick now. Trying to focus Nekrogen. Nekrogen does get taken down. Elalya now going for Repetoir. Got that spin, and there we go. Seals the deal. And Dominion team going to be able to pick up the windmill again.
Yeah, I believe that we did lose. Yeah, there we go. We did lose bottom. Caitlyn was able to take out Akali, but Akali has now used her revive. Yes, definitely just used revive because I'm pretty sure she was dead. So Bok having a little bit of a hard time in this bottom lane up against Caitlyn. But Caitlyn, you know, a very strong AD, a lot of range. There's really not a lot Akali can do to get in there, especially with the score of 4-6. I mean, we're 4-0. For Caitlyn, she's rocking pretty strong. She has the Phantom Dancer. She has herself that PF sword.
And fight engaging in sporadic parts throughout the jungle here. Sauron being the first target engaged, and he's going to get chased out of the fight. A lot of damage and a couple kills being traded here. It looks down like it's down to WhattayaBrian and Rickless now against Elalya and Nekrogen with the defender's advantage for the Dominion team there. WhattayaBrian taking a lot of damage from Elalya there and gonna get taken out. Rickless gonna try and finish Elalya off, but no!
Whoa!
Gets shut down.
Beauty.
That was a very well-timed
Here we go. Bottom lane, Bok was able to grab a kill, but the revive comes back. inFe able to defend and grabs the kill with his ultimate to boot. So yeah, and here comes that Cho'Gath. Going to be swooping in. Sauron should be able to try to at least get this neutral. The creep waves have been pushing very well. We do got ricklessabandon on his way bottom as Nekrogen is going to fall top. It is going to be left to FeedSki to try to defend against the creep wave as well as two heroes. Not too sure how well this will work, but we do have a neutral bottom.
Those two champions right next to each other. FeedSki was able to interrupt both of them at the same time because they had not split out. He's going to continue to lay up there while Bok and WhattayaBrian go ahead and recapture their bottom point. Rickless chasing Sauron and inFe away, and Rioters able to capture the windmill, and they're going to secure their bottom, and the Rioters now up 3 towers to 2.
Sauron going to get turned to stone. Ricklessabandon able to take him down with Hecarim, and inFe is going to be dropping. That's a lot of pressure up in your face, Caitlyn. And that's why a lot of people don't like having that Caitlyn bottom lane. It's a little harder to try to get out of those sticky situations. You can see the Dominate Dominion crew now solidifying upon this bottom point, but I saw a disconnect message come out for Garen. That's not good. Elalya down.
Yep, and with Elalya down, there's no one to be defending this middle point over here. Repetoir is going to seize that opportunity and go onto it immediately. inFe's Caitlyn is going to head up and try and interrupt that from happening, but is it going to be... Yes, is able to stop that before it is fully captured. WhattayaBrian now focus target down at the bottom end of the map. Rival coming back and trying to chase them away, but is a 1v3 defense here. Elalya reconnecting now, and Bok coming back onto the table, and they're fighting to keep that point down bottom. It is the quest objective point.
Well, inFe has done a good defense over at the factory. Here comes Garen, so they're going to be able to clear that up, no problem. Kayle not able to go toe-to-toe with inFe. inFe might actually be able to grab a kill here, but could not see Repetoir for the ultimate. So no kill, no bueno, but it's still a lot of pressure here down south. We have Akali jumping onto FeedSki. It will be a kill. Sauron now going to be going 2-on-2 with Nekrogen, but we do throw down. That shroud does not matter. Om nom nom. You can see the Hex Tech. Who has that lovely Hex Tech item? It is Volibear. Hex Tech Sweeper is going to be putting Akali down in her place, and does look like inFe was able to get the kill on top of the Angel up top as RiotRival is going to be dropping bottom.
Enable the Dominion team to secure that quest objective point. Neutral point up top, fight up there for it. inFe very low on hit points, trying not to get killed there. Rickless kiting Elalya most of the way down. WhattayaBrian now engaging. Wow, there goes inFe getting knocked down.
That was damage, man. That was damage.
And Elalya dives in for Brian to get the interrupt there, and in between two Rioters, not a good place to be. FeedSki coming up here now to try and keep this point neutral so that they aren't able to secure that point and turn into a defense advantage for them. WhattayaBrian still with the... Wow, that damage from Hecarim on FeedSki, taking him down half health very, very quickly there. WhattayaBrian a little bit overextended away from that point, though. Cassiopeia was able to secure it, but now it is going to be another 1v3 defense situation for Cassiopeia.
Varus able to survive through all that. Elalya actually losing her textures there for a minute, but is going to be trying to chase off ricklessabandon. We're trying to grab this point, but in comes Irelia, able to take out Varus, no problem. We do have an exhaust being thrown down on top of her. Rickless is still doing a great job of kiting around Sauron, as Elalya is still not able to grab this point. Here comes RiotRepetoir with that Kayle, and we do know that Kayle is able to pack a good wall up at this point. Does have a Phantom Dancer as well as an Infinity Edge, but oh my god, she's also a glass cannon. Throws out the invulnerability at the last second. FeedSki with the revive is back up in town, and there goes the Snake Lady.
Rival now trying to defend as best he can to keep his point delayed. WhattayaBrian coming in the fight. Repetoir from behind trying to get the cap on this point while everyone's distracted. No, FeedSki's not going to have any of that. Skill shot interrupts that, and Repetoir is going after a treat.
Man, oh man, a very strong showing there from the Dominate Dominion crew, able to take that point and secure it. Now, we did have a little bit of drama down into this bottom, but again, it's the same old story. Bok is getting pushed in by Caitlyn. The creep waves are doing work. FeedSki gets another kill. He's at 7 and 8. And you look at the scores. 13-6 Elalya, 13-5 Sauron. We have a lot of kills here to the Dominate Dominion crew.
And FeedSki having a pretty good showing of that Varus so far. I haven't seen a lot of Varus play, and seems to be making it pretty effective, but now going to get taken down by Bok. But Bok, out away from that tower, inFe puts a lot of damage on him, and Elalya disconnecting again here. Nekrogen getting chased by Rival and Rickless. Rickless showing a lot of really good control with that Cassiopeia so far this game.
Yeah, it's been a very excellent showing from the Rioters, but they are still down 3 points to 1. The bottom was neutraled out. Sauron going toe-to-toe with Hecarim, so giant dinosaur lobster versus centaur. It does look like the centaur is going to win because, you know, even if he did die, we had Repetoir up there, we did have RiotRival in the area. Wouldn't have been a very good showing as ricklessabandon trying to slither his way to safety from Nekrogen. Going to be trying to grab an ultimate, landing it perfectly on top of him. But we do have a Garrison going down. I believe that was from Nekrogen. Yeah, it was, and he's going to get the kill anyways. A little bit too cocky at the end, but hey, the point is safe unless Bok screws this up.
Well, Akali, very fragile champ, gets saved by the ultimate from Repetoir. That's very good ult usage there, and almost gets a kill on inFe for it. Now, on the defensive, the Dominion team moving back away. FeedSki having to back off there. Repetoir low on health, but with WhattayaBrian coming in from behind right there, FeedSki's got to know that he's there, and he does. He throws down that AoE there. Now caught between a rock and a Rioter. He's going to try and have to get out of there. WhattayaBrian putting a lot of hurt on him, and he's going to get picked off. Another successful defense bottom for the Rioters as Sauron comes down.
God, I love Skype. You went like robot for the whole fight, then as soon as it was done, you came back to life. It was like, damn it. Yeah. No worries, it's just Skype being Skype. WhattayaBrian going to be having to run out of this 3 pressure bottom. It is Elalya up top going 2-on-1, trying to do some pressure here, but it's just not working. Elalya is just going to get destroyed by the combo of Rival and ricklessabandon. Now it is still 3 points to the Riders, 210 to 70, so it's anybody's game at this point. You know, it's a little bit of an advantage to the Dominate crew, but at the same time, if they don't get that cap again, well, points are going to be ticking.
For the center relic after getting caught in the jungle by Cho'Gath, and got the exhaust goes down. Nekrogen a defensive exhaust there for Repetoir to try and get away, and some good chase there from Volibear, but that speed on Repetoir, excuse me, and that ult to get away up to the summit of the platform there, but that puts a lot of the Dominion team down at the bottom edge of the map in a position to make a move on the bottom tower. WhattayaBrian, seeing FeedSki there, goes ahead and takes a big chunk out of his health, and he's going to get taken down. Now Bok versus Nekrogen down here, inFe getting, wow, there goes inFe, dropping like a rock there. Repetoir coming back from recently having healed. Bok's going to get taken out. Now it's Repetoir and Rival down here. No one on the top end of the map at all. Nekrogen getting taken out. Elalya down there as well. Everyone really making a move on this bottom tower here. Sauron and Elalya now. We got Rickless and Rival and Repetoir, and Elalya goes down, and they are able to successfully defend that point, and there was a creep wave neutral on the other end of the map at the same time.
Yeah, Factory looks like it was taken out by the creeps as it turned into a temporary Arab. Everyone coming down for the 5-on-5, but it does look like the Rioters are able to take home a lot more kills than our Dominate crew. ricklessabandon trying to go toe-to-toe with inFe, but that miss might have cost inFe. Nope, crit got him, but he will be followed up by a swift death here from Bok. Nekrogen going to be trying to get these creeps off the tower. The tower is getting really low to getting capped, but not quite there. Now, Nekrogen versus Bok. Bok does not want this kind of matchup because we do got the Hextech sweeper on Nekrogen, which means that that Shroud is definitely nullified, and he does drop in a very convincing order. Now, Repetoir is going to be down here to defend bottom. He does have the Storm buff, and he's rocking some pretty hefty damage at this point. 225 for his physical attack, 21% armor pen, and my auto camera kicked in. And 65% crit chance.
That's
65.
That's really hefty offensive stats there. And you can see now that we've got 3v3 brewing up down here on the bottom end. Hecarim trying to defend the top point against Volibear. Rickless getting caught by an AoE, saved by Repetoir there. Don't know how long that's going to last. Not very long at all. Immediately goes down as soon as the ultimate wears off. Bok now trying to put Sauron down with Elalya chasing after him. Now Elalya trapped between Bok and Repetoir, getting shredded very, very quickly by Kayle. He's used his ultimate there in order to put down Bok, and now Rickless and Repetoir are going to make a move for this bottom tower, while WhattayaBrian and Rival are up top uncontested.
Well, they're only uncontested because they were able to eliminate the competition, and this is a potential 4-cap situation. Nothing to stop this bottom cap. RiotRepetoir and ricklessabandon are going to successfully take that. And hey, guess what? Remember the score was like 300-70? Yeah. 4-cap, bringing it to almost a tie, and this means that the Dominate crew have to take 2 points if they want to stay remaining in this game, because they only got about 70 seconds of life left.
Nekrogen running up here. He really wants Repetoir to attack him. Nekrogen with a Thorn Mail. A lot of defense there. FeedSki getting picked out by Bok. Bok diving through all the defensive line to get that kill. And WhattayaBrian coming down here, trying to stop that before Elalya is able to secure it, and is not able to do so. Sauron really low on health, gets taken out. WhattayaBrian now being the recipient of all the damage from the Dominion team. inFe gets picked off as well, and now it's Elalya against the Rioters. Sauron with the revive to try and clean things up. He is going to get a kill on WhattayaBrian, but now he's got to deal with Repetoir and Bok, and Repetoir's damage is absolutely outrageous at this point, and Sauron does not have a Thorn Mail to return any of that. So if he gets caught in a bad spot, it's possible for Repetoir to be able to shred him down before he's able to do anything about it, although his damage has been quite good, and Irelia able to secure the refinery while that was all going on.
Yeah, they didn't even need Irelia. Irelia's like, you got this. I'm going to go top, have a smoke, get a point. And now it is 4-1 in favor of the Rioters. So the Rioters picking this team for the Dominate Dominion crew. And the very beginning, it wasn't so good. Those lack of revives kind of screwing over their top fight, but at the same time they've really come back very strong into a 4-cap situation. Now back to the 3-2 split, but 70-10, and oh my goodness, we are still counting down. This is not looking good for the crew.
Able to 1v1 Cho'Gath down there, but Cho'Gath did not have his ultimate at the time. WhattayaBrian chasing FeedSki back to his tower. Up at the top of the map, Rival gets taken out by the Dominion team, and the Dominion team ticking down. They got to neutral this point, otherwise they do neutral that point, stopping the clock at 2 remaining. WhattayaBrian in between all of the Dominion players, and he's going to get taken out.
Oh! Huge plays, 70-2 as the score. Rival up here, but it's we lost the bottom point. Kayle was able to take it from the Dominant Dominion crew, and that put those last 2 points on the clock.
Rioters versus the Dominion team, 1-1. We're going to the 3rd game.